Hello, everybody, and welcome back to IntyCenter 1957. And we're going to jump into it this week and start with the kind of game that I think at this point we just kind of expect Cynthia Vosenard to lose. After a bases-loaded triple by Roberto Clemente made it 3-1 in the third, Hilton Smith took a 3-2 lead into the ninth inning. He retired the first two batters, but a single from Archie Vaughn brought up Babe Ruth with a tying run on base. Terry Francona decides to go to J.J. Putz, and Putz gets Ruth to fly out, preserving the win for Sithy. Smith scattered 11 hits as Game of Thrones leaves 10 men on base. We were tied at 2 heading into the bottom of the ninth in Seattle, but that all changed in a hurry as Willie Mays hit a leadoff walk-off homer off Christy Mathewson to end it at 3-2 in favor of the Pilots. Corey Kluber made his first start for the Pilots, a good one, going the distance, giving up 2 runs on 11 hits. And maybe this is a new version of the Gales of November, after they took a 5-3 lead thanks to a 5-run second inning that highlighted a 2-run double from Dave Bancroft. Northern Shore saw the Zods take the lead in the sixth on a 2-run double from Derek Jeter, chasing Dutch Leonard from the game. But rather than wilt, a 2-run double from Robinson Cano sparked a 4-run seventh for the Gales. They would hold on for the 9-6 win. The 3 RBIs each from Bancroft and Cano were key, but so too was the 3 1/3 scoreless innings of one-hit relief pitching from Gaylord Perry. A 2-run homer from Big Sam Thompson put the Demonbags up 3-2 performance enhancers in the top of the 8th inning, but heartbreak would be looming for the Demonbags. Hack Wilson hits a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. Zach Greinke is definitely the culprit here for the Demonbags. He gives up 3 runs, including that homer, in just 2/3 of an inning. Trying to avoid a sweep at the hands of Amazings, the Every City Bandwagoners sent certified piece of shit Curt Schilling to the mound to face Tom Seaver. It looked like a bad call early for the Bandwagoners as that racist scumbag asshat gave up 2 runs in the first, but he would settle in from there, giving up 3 runs, 2 earned on 11 hits in 6 2/3 innings. The Bandwagoners use a 2-run homer from Jackie Robinson. Ironic for him to do that on a Curt Schilling start. In the 7th to break a 2-2 tie, and a 5-run ninth removes all doubt. They win it 10-3. Let's Play 2 in a shack of their own faced off in a rubber match of their 3-game series. Thanks to a 6-run 5th inning from a shack of their own, we were tied at 8 heading into the 9th. And in the 9th inning, Joe Tinker would get a 2-out walk-off single to score Vlad Guerrero. That gives a 9-8 win and the series victory to Let's Play 2. And we mentioned this one in the thread, but let's go ahead and give it a quick recap here. The 9 innings of shutout baseball with no decision, that came from Family Madrigal starter Josh Johnson. The 10 innings of shutout ball came from Stone Temple Seattle Pilot starter Pedro Martinez. And the only run of the game came off the bat of Roy Parnell, who hit a leadoff walk-off homer in the bottom of the 14th off Ray Collins. That gives us a dramatic 14-inning 1-0 win. And by the way, series sweep to the Pilots. Shifting over to our second set of games. And again, we mentioned this in the thread, but 5 of our 6 games on this day are shutouts. An incredible day of pitching for us to highlight. We'll start with a blowout shutout combo as Jacob deGrom gets deGrominated. That's right. He was the one getting deGrominated in this one. He gives up 7 runs on 8 hits before he exits in the 3rd inning. Justin Verlander and Catfish Hunter, they combined to blank the enhancers. Derek Jeter, Aaron Judge, they each drive in 4 runs as the Zods beat the enhancers 10-0. And somewhere Ahsoka Tano is posting, I wish the Yankees had a hitter like Derek Jeter or Aaron Judge at some point in time. Another shutout because the year of the Toad marches on, with Toad Ramsey tossing a complete game shutout of the Family Madrigal. The Toad allowed just 4 hits. Alex Rodriguez hit a 3-run homer, and the Bandwagoners beat their rivals 5-0. It took 3 pitchers for the Gales of November to get their shutout, with Bullet Rogan getting the first 7 2/3 innings. He gave up just 3 hits along the way. Hippo Vaughn retired both batters he faced, as did Shane Bieber, who I believe is now 3 for 3 in save situations. Josh Gibson with an RBI triple. Luis Arias with an RBI single. The Gales win that one 2-0. You may have noticed this. We're going from largest win to smallest win. That means we have count them, two different games with that 1-0 score line. First, it's Pete Alexander going the distance with a 7-hitter. He gets 6 strikeouts. That helps him outduel Max Scherzer, who goes 8 and gives up 1 run on 6 hits. A Mike Trout triple in the 4th drives in the only run as Sithy beats Let's Play 2 1-0. And of course, the Demon Bags would be on the losing end of a 1-0 classic. And of course, Satchel Paige would be the losing pitcher. Paige gave up 1 run on 6 hits, a triple by Bill Lang in the 6th, the only blemish, but lost because Dave Brown tossed a complete game 4-hit shutout gem, 8 strikeouts and 2 walks. Moving on to the next day, where the day after losing to them 10-0, Performance Enhancers beat the Zodiac Guardians 10-1. If this were an aggregate soccer series, Pointy would be down 11-10 on aggregate, but he might be feeling okay about the away goals rule going into the last game of the series. Bryce, don't worry about trying to figure that out. It's just European soccer mumbo jumbo. Guy Hecker tossed a heck of a gem in this one. Complete game, scatters 6 hits. Robin Yount homers twice for the Enhancers. Last set of games, let me tell you about J.R. Richard. He had a chance to get the shutout and a 1-0 win over the Family Madrigal, but a solo homer from ESPN SportsCenter anchor John Anderson at the top of the 9th denied him. Undeterred, he pitched the 10th and he settles for a 10-inning, 1-run, 5-hit performance as a Juan Soto walk-off 2-run homer in the 10th not only won that game for the Bandwagoners, but it also has Padres fans questioning if out-of-the-park baseball is actually realistic. And we'll end this with a little bit of drama, as in the top of the 9th, an RBI triple from Ty Cobb, followed by a 2-run homer from Joe Medwick, saw Amazings tie it up with a shack of their own as Amazings try to avoid a sweep. But small ball would win the game in the bottom of the 9th. Norm Cash with a leadoff pinch hit single. Terry Turner bunts him over to third. Amazings get a ground out, but Roscoe Barnes, the first, singles to walk it off, scores Cash, and that wins the game 7-6 for a shack of their own. That's going to do it this time for IntyCenter 1957. We'll see you next time for another whip around. Fiduce.